It is match day 5 in the 2021 Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship, and it's decision day in Group B. That's right. Welcome everybody inside the Felix Sanchez Olympic Stadium in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic's Delfines del Este will be facing Real Rincon from Bonaire in the last game of the group stage for both teams. Delfines del Este coming off a 1-1 draw against Metropolitan, and Real Rincon will be looking for their first goal of the competition as they drop the game against Metropolitan by a score of 4-0 in their debut. It's a must-win for Delfines del Este as they try to move past the group stage and qualify onto the semifinals. Today we will find out two of our semifinalists by the end of the day. An interesting doubleheader out of the Dominican Republic. The winners of Group B will be facing the winner of Group A. Tonight, OEM and Inter Moengo Tapo will be playing for that spot. So, it's an interesting day coming up. Beautiful scenario once again. Perfect weather in the Dominican Republic. As we take a look at the standings, Metropolitan leads the group with 3 points and a +4 goal differential. Delfines in a close second with 1 point, and already eliminated is Real Rincon. Although the Bonaire side could play a factor and could have the final word in the Group B. So, as we continue to get ready for the start of the match, we'll step aside, but we'll be back with the pre-match protocol and the starting lineups.
Concacaf Flow 2021 demos la bienvenida a Delfines del Este y el Real Rincon para el partido de esta tarde.
Welcome back, everybody, inside the Felix Sanchez Olympic Stadium. As we see the match officials and both teams making their way into the field. Already 4 teams have been eliminated from the 2021 Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship. Flames United in Group A, Real Rincon in Group B. But of course, playing their last match, this will be the end of the road in this year's tournament for Real Rincon. AS Gauzier from Guadeloupe in Group C, and in Group D, Olympique de Cayenne after 2 matches, no points for the French Guiana side. And of course, Delfines del Este wanting to stay away from that list, but they need a win this afternoon. And we'll be talking about the scenario as we move forward and into the game. Talking about goal differential right now, Metropolitan watching closely the match with a +4 goal differential and 4 points. Let's listen to the CONCACAF anthem as we're moments away from the start of the match between Delfines del Este and Real Rincon. We're moments away from the start of the crucial match in Group B. Jamar Springer, Kevon Clark, Richard Washington, and Odette Hamilton are the referees for today's match. Both the captains, Centeno and Janga, done with the coin toss. And now it's time to take a look at the starting lineups. First with Delfines del Este, Shigi Camejo starts on goal for the 2nd match in a row. Eduardo Centeno, the 36-year-old Venezuelan, will be the captain. The lone change from the first game will be Roberto Victoria coming on, taking Yudai Tashido's place in the middle. Victoria was a key player for Delfines, providing the assist for Jessis Mena's goal late in the game against Metropolitan. And for Real Rincon, 2 changes in the starting lineup. Richison France will get his first start in goal, as well as Leomar Janga taking Jairo Clarendes out of the starting 11. Rilov Janga will be the captain. No changes there, but just a combination of young and experienced players in the backline for Real Rincon as the 19-year-old Maurix Estaquia gets back-to-back starts. So the table is set. Plenty on the line as we get underway for Delfines del Este. It's Group B 2021 Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship. Delfines del Este facing Real Rincon. First opportunity for Delfines. Look for that Dominican side to be aggressive from the get-go. They need at least 4 goals, and then we can look into the fair play tiebreaker, which involves yellow and red cards. We have yet to see any yellow card or red card from either side in this tournament, so it will basically come down to yellow cards. But here's an opportunity. The header and the save. It was Roberto Victoria early on, but well positioned was Richison France to hold on to the ball. Only the first minute of the match and the first shot on goal already for Delfines del Este. They need 3 points this afternoon. Pushing the ball through the right. Randy Valdez in the goal! 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 It's Delfines del Este. 2 minutes into the match, the cross from Randy Valdez and the finish from Roberto Victoria. Pushing through the right. And just able to deflect the ball in the last minute is Roberto Victoria. Getting his first start in the competition and scoring his first goal as well. And a very important moment for the home side, as they take the lead early on, and that's exactly what they needed. Perfect start for Delfines. Pushing for the second goal is Mena. So early into the match, and it's Delfines. They already had a shot on goal from Roberto Victoria as well, coming off a header. And in the second opportunity, a right-footed shot, and onto the back of the net it goes. Victoria backing up his coach, Javier Molinari, putting him in the starting lineup. Carbonero. Heredia. And back we go with Carlos Lopez. Back to Heredia. Carlos Heredia, born in Spain. Heredia started his career with Wolverhampton in the Premier League. Valdez once again pushing to the right. Trying to put the ball inside the box, but good coverage this time from Angenor Viamont. And it's a corner kick opportunity for Delfines. So far, it is a good start, but still not enough to move past Metropolitan. In the standings, talking about Group B, Delfines now with a +1 goal differential. Heredia with the corner kick. First post, a header, and the save from France. Already the third chance in just 4 minutes. Second save for the goalkeeper. The cross once again pushing to the left was Mena. Still the opportunity for Heredia. Another good ball in. The header is not there this time. And onto the corner kick we go once again. Plenty of pressure from Delfines del Este early on. Initially they were the heavy favorites to come out of this group, but after the 1-1 draw against Metropolitan in the first game, things change in Group B. Alejandro Guerra to take the corner kick. In swinging. An easy save this time for Richardson France. We'll see what the mentality is for Real Rincon, as they know they're out of the competition, but they can still pretty much play a factor into the outcome of not only Group B, but the tournament, as the Dominican teams have been considered favorites to move forward as well as the Haitian sides so far. As we see the foul, this will be a good opportunity for Delfines. The foul from Igmar Experto. So far, it's the Dominican teams having trouble in the standings. Inter Moengo Tapo leading Group A. And as of right now, Metropolitan leading Group B. Group C, AS Samaritan from Martinique is leading, and Cavalier in Group D is the one that so far is dominating. Free kick opportunity for Delfines as this is the second goal. 6th minute. Guerra! So close for the 35-year-old quality that we see from Delfines in the middle of the field. If you're Real Rincon, you want to try to stay away from free kicks the edge of the box. Very good effort from Alejandro Guerra. Guerra, of course, plenty of experience, winner of Copa Libertadores. Making his pro debut all the way back in 2003 with Caracas in the Venezuelan First Division. Moving forward for the first time, Israel Rincon here with the pass inside, looking for Michel. Michel. Just unable to take the shot and goal. Winning the second ball here is Gisberta, but just kicking the ball away. Building out of the back. Now with the long ball, looking for Mena, offside. This is something that we saw last night from Manu Majan for Cavalli. Very effective with those long balls out of the middle. This time it's Eduardo Centeno, the center back, trying to skip the middle of the field and just be a little bit more aggressive. And getting right into the attacking third. Long ball from Rincon, France. Looking for Fabio Hirk. Unable to connect. Good showing from Fabio in the first game of the competition. Good ball movement here. Carlos Lopez looking for the right combination. Trying to push the ball to the left side with Jesse Mena, but unable to do so. Still, it's Delfines del Este with possession. Centeno. On to the right we go, looking for Randy Valdez. Good coverage from Biamon. And now back to Hirk. Victoria. Carlos Heredia moving past two defenders and on to Carbonero. To the left side we go with Alejandro Guerra. Perfect combination with Mena. Back to Guerra. Good pressure there from Bienvenido Coffee. Gisberta recovers for Real Rincon to Michel, and here loses the ball. They have to run back. As soon as you lose the ball, the midfielders for Real Rincon. If not, the defenders are going to be at a disadvantage. You have to keep that concentration, especially when you lose the ball. Good movement on the left here from Dairo Michel. But in the end, able to recover is Real Rincon. Good ball. Trying to push through as Marnix Eustaquia moved from the midfield into the attacking part of the field. Asprilla on to Carbonero. Now again with Guerra. Plenty of quality in the middle with Guerra and Heredia. A couple of outlets for Delfines del Este. Right now it's all about creating chances inside the box, opening up space. Important to move without the ball. Guerra, the shot and the save from Rincon, France once again. Quick combinations working for Delfines del Este, but they cannot get comfortable. A 1-0 lead is not enough. Centeno. Heredia in the 1v1 battle with Bienvenido Coffee. Roberto Victoria caught an offside position, and Javier Molinari, the coach for Delfines del Este, immediately yells. He needs to keep an eye on the defenders, the back line. When you're being aggressive, you don't have to think only about where are you going to get the ball, but how to do that, running into space and just taking advantage of the opportunities that you could get. It's Rincon, France with the long ball. Looking for Fabio here once again. Not able to connect for the second time in a row. Randy Valdez moving past Cecilia. Moving the ball back a little bit. Just enough contact for the foul there from Leo Marjanga. Leo Marjanga, 26 years old. And it is the first start of the competition. Here's the look. Coming from the back. That's borderline yellow. No doubt about it. That's why Jamar Springer was looking to have a conversation with Leo Marjanga. Carlos Heredia with the free kick opportunity for Delfines, looking for their second goal of the match. And getting closer to first place in Group B. That's the only option for the Dominicans. Anything else will put them out of the competition. Heredia, left-footed shot right into the wall. Second chance opportunity, no. It's Eustaquia able to clear the ball away. Carbonero puts the ball back inside the box. Centeno looking for it. Lets the ball bounce. Back to Heredia. Not a lot of room for Carlos. Heredia. Good read right there from Beaumont. Trying to recover the ball, but either way, not a lot of pace up top for a counter-attack opportunity for Real Rincon. Centeno. Back to Guerra. Looking for Roberto Victoria, but Cecilia with a good defensive effort this time. A couple of changes tactically from what we saw in the first game for Real Rincon. Ayrton Cecilia playing more in a midfield role this afternoon. Moving forward is Justin Michel. Hirk. Again, Hirk after giving the ball away. Onto the middle. Rushing was Bienvenido Coffee. For both of these teams, it's the first opportunity. Oh, good long ball, looking for Guerra. The goalkeeper unable to control the ball, and there's the goal. Goal, goal, goal. It's the second goal of the match for Delfines del Este. Jesse Mena taking advantage of Richardson France. Just being unable to control the ball, losing it right in front of the goal scorer. As the initial ball was looking for Alejandro Guerra, the opportunity comes for Jesse Mena, who scores his second goal of the competition. So 15th minute, and it's Delfines del Este 2, Real Rincon 0. Eustaquia recovers for Real Rincon. Now onto the middle we go with Michel. Aussie Pauleta trying to push the ball to the left, but unable to connect. So an even better start now for Delfines del Este. As they have 2 goals, they need 5 to secure first place in Group B. Dairon Michel. Now back to Heredia. Putting the ball in is Heredia, the header! Goal! 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 17th minute. And it's Roberto Victoria again with the header this time. A good cross from Carlos Heredia from the left and the header between the two defenders from Roberto Victoria. So getting closer and closer is Delfines del Este. They knew they had to come into the match and be aggressive. But they needed to be effective as well in front of goal. And so far they have been able to do that. Already scoring 3 goals in the first 17 minutes of the match. Janga, the captain, just being able to control the ball and kicking it away as far as possible. There's just too much pressure at the moment from Delfines. Michel. With the foul from Carbonero. Here's another look at the finish from Roberto Victoria. This is a beautiful ball from the left. Coming in, Carlos Heredia and the header. Looks like an easy finish, but the timing was perfect. And Roberto Victoria already 2 goals in his first start. Victoria taking Yudai Tashiros, plays in the starting 11. Good ball. Mena, the shot and the save from Richison France. Again, Guerra, the left footed shot, the cross, and the goal! Goal! 19th minute. And it's Delfines del Este 4. Real Rincon now. And it's a hat-trick for Roberto Victoria. After a wonderful play from Alejandro Guerra, moving past defenders, getting inside the box, and just making the right play, looking for his teammate, who right in front of goal, just needs to tap the ball in for the goal. And the goals keep on coming for Delfines del Este. Mena. They need one more goal, Delfines del Este. Here's the cross! Goal! It's Roberto Victoria again! The cross from Alejandro Guerra from the left. And the finish from Victoria, as Richison France unable to clear the ball away. And it's Delfines del Este 5, Real Rincon now. 4 goals under 20 minutes for Roberto Victoria. Delfines del Este came into the match just needing 5 goals to regain first place in Group B. And it seemed like a complicated task, but the reality is that they have been able to do it in just 20 minutes. And for Roberto Victoria, he now sits on top of the list for goal scorers in the competition. Dorville Gamael, Daniel Jamesley, and Jorge Rivera with 3. But guess what? Just in 19 minutes, Roberto Victoria scoring 4 goals. Now the game is not over. And there's still an opportunity for Real Rincon to play a factor in the game and in the group, within the group, essentially. If they're able to score a goal or 2 that could help Metropolitan's chances. Good ball. On to the right we go. The cross coming in. But a good clearance this time from Carlos Lopez. So at the moment, if that result holds, it's Delfines del Este with 4 points and a +5 goal differential. That's enough to move on. Mena. Too strong on the first touch from the Colombian. Fabio here. Good coverage here from Centeno. Asprilla back to Shiki Camejo. And on to the left with Carlos Lopez. Back to the middle with Asprilla. Roberto Victoria. 4 goals already. Now Carlos Heredia. There's too much pressure from Relov Janga, the captain for Real Rincon. Guerra inside the box. One more chance. Ball that crosses in, but able to clear the ball away is Marnix Eustaquia. One of the few missed opportunities for the Delfines del Este in the first 23 minutes of the match. Heredia. Just too strong this time for Carlos. Only 22 years old for Carlos Heredia. Second start of the 2021 Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship. Both of these teams participating for the first time in the tournament, although Real Rincon with experience in CONCACAF competition. They participated in the 2018 Caribbean Club Shield. They ended up in 3rd place in 2018, so not a bad result at all for the team from Bonaire. Valdez trying to move past Agenor Beaumont, but a late tackle from the defender. And it's a foul. Good call from the referee. Delfines del Este pretty much in control. If you're just joining us, Delfines needed 5 goals to start the match just to move in front of Metropolitan. They did it in the first 20 minutes. Good cross. Fighting for the ball is Asprilla. The defender moving to the attacking side of the field, looking for his goal as well. Everybody wants to score for Delfines. But so far, it's about Roberto Victoria. 4 goals for Victoria. 1 goal for Jesse Mena. Just unable is Real Rincon to compete right now. Dominating performance from Delfines del Este. And this is exactly what their fans wanted to see. Especially early on in the match. I don't know that anybody could imagine how effective they would be, but in the end it's a good effort, and all the credit goes to Delfines del Este and the coaching staff for having the right mentality coming into the match, especially after a draw in the first game. And think about the importance of Roberto Victoria with the assist as well in the first match towards the last few seconds of the game against Metropolitan. Delfines del Este just being able to rescue a point, and that's a very important moment right now. Guerra. Set piece opportunity, the shot from Heredia. So at that moment, the 1-1 result against Metropolitan seemed to be not good enough, especially for a team that came in to the tournament as a favorite to move on. Corner kick. Guerra. Pauleta able to clear the ball away, but right into Carlos Heredia. Centeno able to keep the ball in play. A very important player is Eduardo Centeno for Delfines del Este. And if they're able to move forward as the competition goes into a higher level, now remember, only the first place of each group will advance to the next round. Pauleta. Fabio here. Good control here from here. Looking for Viamont. Heredia able to recover. And now it's Randy Lopez. Good touch. Good call as well from the referee. Is this going to be the first yellow of the match? Yep, there it is. Just too many fouls from Angenor Viamont. So 28th minute and the first yellow of the match. And if you're a Metropolitan fan watching right now, the reality is that Metropolitan, they are still in the mix, but they're going to need a little bit of help from Real Rincon. They need Real Rincon to score 2 goals. As long as the score remains. So a glimpse of hope for the Puerto Rican side. A very good showing from Metropolitan, regardless of what the end result of the match is. Good ball here looking for Mena. Great anticipation as well from Gisberta. Heredia. 1-2 combination with Victoria, and the challenge just a second too late was Igmar Gisberta. It's a free kick opportunity for Delfines del Este. So close to being a penalty kick. Yep. Good call from the referee. That's quality football between Heredia and Victoria. So far, the key of the match for Delfines del Este is without a doubt the connection that we have seen between Carlos Heredia, Alejandro Guerra, and Roberto Victoria. Heredia and Guerra doing the hard work in the middle of the field, and Victoria being effective in front of goal. That's the right combination. Guerra. The free kick opportunity, a 2-man wall for Richis on front. Guerra puts the ball in. The shot from Mena. Last minute clearance from Real Rincon. Still possession for Delfines with Carbonero. Switching sides, looking for Alejandro Guerra once again. 1v1 battle with Viamont. Now back to Heredia. Guerra looks to be an offside position. No, says the referee. The shot that hits the bar from Randy Valdez. So close for Delfines del Este. Here's the replay. Good movement from Guerra on the right side. Good cross as well. A little bit too late was Igmar Gisberta. Able to take the shot is Randy Valdez, but the ball hits the bar. And Real Rincon gets a break. Dairo Michel to the back with Carlos Lopez. And now on to Eduardo Centeno. Looking for Victoria was Eduardo Centeno, but it's Rilov Janga. Now Ayrton Sicilia. Good long ball this time, looking for Lacy Pauleta, but it's Shigi Camejo who comes out of the back and sends the ball into a throw-in. Pauleta. Sicilia with a long range shot, but wide. So Ayrton Sicilia not as involved as we saw him in the first game. Unable to cut here is Sicilia. It's a handball for Gisberta. Thirty-second minute of the first half. It's Group B action. Delfines del Este needing 5 goals before the start of the match. And they were able to accomplish that goal in 19 minutes. Carlos Lopez, no pressure at all from Real Rincon. For Carlos Lopez, moving forward all the way from the back, moving past the midfield. And no player from Real Rincon came forward looking for the ball, or at least trying to stop Carlos Lopez. Carbonero. Michel close by this time for Real Rincon. Putting the ball in, but Janga this time giving the ball away once again. Carbonero. Lopez. Back to Carbonero, the 30-year-old midfielder. Long ball from Centeno. Looking for Dyron Michel. The Dominican winger. Left-footed cross in, looking for Heredia. Plenty of room once again. The shot from Guerra is not there. Janga able to clear the ball away. Now Pauleta. Kofi clearing the ball. Away, Ayrton Sicilia. Is this the first chance for Real Rincon? Sicilia. Perfect coverage this time from Carlos Lopez. Valdez, back to Victoria. The give and go. Valdez on the right side. Beaumont right in front of him. Valdez, plenty of quality. Moves past the defender. There's the challenge. And it's a penalty. It's Agenor Beaumont with the foul over Randy Valdez, who moves past the defender. And there it is. From the back, the challenge. And it's an easy call for the referee. 35th minute. And an opportunity for Delfines del Este to extend the lead. Not an easy challenge at all for Agenor Beaumont on the left side of Real Rincon. With Randy Valdez attacking constantly. And Eduardo Centeno as well, putting pressure on the right side. Regardless of the result, you have to give a lot of credit to the Real Rincon defenders. Throughout the entire tournament, they have been under pressure. That's the reality of things. There's only so much they can do if the midfielders and the forwards are unable to control the ball or to retain possession just for a few minutes and give them a breather. Either way, it's an opportunity for Delfines del Este. It will be Carlos Heredia looking for his first goal of the 2021 Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship. Jamar Springer gives the okay. Heredia, goal! Goal! 36th minute. And it's Carlos Heredia with the goal from the spot. Delfines del Este 6. Real Rincon 0. And the Dominican side gets closer and closer to semifinals. Here's the effort from Richis on France, able to put a hand on the ball. Just too strong from Carlos Heredia. First goal of the competition for Carlos Heredia. So an impressive first half for Delfines del Este. They took on the responsibility. And here's another chance. Valdez on the right. The shot, the goal! 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 It's Randy Valdez. And it's Delfines del Este 7. Real Rincon nil. 3 options inside the box for Randy Valdez. But in the end, he decides to finish to the near post as Richis on France was waiting for the cross to come. It's the 7th goal for Delfines del Este. And the first one of the competition as well for Randy Valdez. A dominating performance, leaving no room for mistakes, is Delfines del Este. They haven't allowed a single opportunity for Real Rincon, but we'll see if now's the time, as we see the first substitution very early on. Coming on is Roger Pinedo. And coming out is Angenor Beamont. 39th minute. Pauleta puts the ball in, and easy save for Shigi Camejo. One of the few times Camejo has been on frame during the first 39 minutes of the match. Sicilia. Guerrera recovers the ball so easy. Alejandro Guerra.
Damas y caballeros, sustitución por el equipo de Real Rincón. Entra con el número 17, Roger Pineda. Sale con el número 4, Enguno Benoit.
Sicilia
Al minuto 39.
looking for Estaquia. Janga giving the ball away. Victoria unable to connect with Carlos Heredia as he was looking for his second goal of the match. Mena. Guerra back to Mena. And now Carbonero pushing through the left. Iron Michel unable to control. Good individual play here from Gisberta. Just a connection in the middle of the field for Real Rincon, not there. And physically, even though we're 5 minutes away from the end of the first half, it has been challenging for Real Rincon. A better showing in their first match of the competition. Valdez once again to the right side. Just a second or two too late was Roberto Victoria. Here's another look. Once again, Valdez. Across, Victoria not there. In the end, it's Leomar Janga who clears the ball away. But onto the corner kick we go. Short corner. Good combination between Guerra and Heredia. The shot from Guerra. And Gixberta clears the ball away. Gixberta getting his second start. This will be the last match of the competition for Real Rincon. They have yet to score a goal, although they will have the second half. Pushing inside the box was Tyron Michel. But unable to control was the Dominican winger. There's the battle between Michel and Gixberta. good coverage that time by Ikmar Gixberta. Long ball from Richison France. It's 7-0. Delfines del Este with the lead. Carbonero. Guerra. Back to Carbonero. Looking for Heredia, but finding Michel. Good recovery this time from Leo Marjanga. Looking for Justin Michel, and there's the foul right in the middle. Right between two defenders was Justin Michel. Long ball inside the box, looking for Fabio Herc, just a little bit hopeful, jumping for that ball, but with no real idea of where the ball was. Lopez, very good left back for Delfines. A little bit of a shot in the arm as well. Good ball here from Centeno, offside. This is a good result for Delfines del Este. Not only thinking about moving past the group stage, but looking forward after the 1-1 draw against Metropolitan. This, without a doubt, builds confidence, and as they will move forward and they will face either Inter Moengo Tapo or OEM, it is going to be a very different match than what we have seen in Group B against Metropolitan, and especially this afternoon against Real Rincon. There's a long ball looking for Pauleta. And it's a yellow card for Shigi Camejo, the goalkeeper for Delfines del Este. The 44th minute, first yellow card of the match for Delfines. The second one early on, Agenor Beaumont saw a yellow card for Real Rincon, so the second one of the match. So here's an opportunity for Real Rincon. Ayrton Sicilia trying to put the ball in, and for the first time in the first half, it's Real Rincon with numbers inside the box. Sicilia. 45th minute. The back line of Delfines moves forward, leaving plenty of room inside the box. Sicilia with the shot. So close was Ayrton Sicilia. An ambitious effort, but regardless, close by. And close enough, as close as you can get if you look back into the first half for Real Rincon. Here's another look. Initially, it looked like Shigi Camejo was able to put a hand on the ball, but not the case. So a very good effort from Ayrton Sicilia. Long ball, once again looking for Randy Valdez. Janga onto France. Fabio here. Giving the ball away in the middle was Bienvenido Coffee. We'll play one more minute in the first half. Sicilia, good anticipation from Jesse Mena. Recovers and passes right away to Carbonero. Guerra, and now we move on to the left with Dairon Michel. Moves past the first defender, gets inside the box, puts the cross in, but not a good one. And Rulov Janga able to clear the ball away. We're seconds away from the end of the first half. Here's the move from Dairon Michel. Plenty of pace from the winger, just being able to move past a couple of defenders, and there's the whistle. And it's the end of the first 45 minutes. It's Delfines del Este 7, Real Rincon nil. An impressive performance from the home side, scoring the first 5 goals of the match in the first 19 minutes. 4 goals for Roberto Victoria. An impressive performance for the striker on his first start of the competition. Just being able to contribute after a great showing as well in the middle of the field for Carlos Heredia and Alejandro Guerra. They were able to find the outlets whenever they needed to, and Roberto Victoria was effective in front of goal. So a perfect start for Delfines del Este as they look to secure first place in Group B. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with highlights of the first 45 minutes. Welcome back, everybody, as we are ready to look at the highlights of the first half. It's Delfines del Este 7, Real Rincon nil. Plenty on the line for Delfines del Este, looking to secure first place in Group B. For Real Rincon, prior to the match, just the opportunity to compete once again at the international level. They were eliminated prior to the start of the match after losing in the first game of the competition against the Metropolitan. Here's the first chance and the first goal. It was Randy Valdez pushing to the right, putting the ball in. And Roberto Victoria with the finish for his first goal of the match. Plenty to come from the young striker for Delfines del Este. There's an opportunity as well from set pieces for Delfines del Este. It's the free kick for Alejandro Guerra. A very good effort from the Venezuelan. Was very close to scoring the second goal of the match, although just a few minutes later, and just keeping on putting the pressure was Delfines del Este here. A mistake from Richison France, unable to hold on to the ball, the goalkeeper from Real Rincon, and right there was Jesse Mena to control, and a very easy finish for the Colombian, and it was 2-0 for Delfines del Este. At this point, the 2 goals were a very good start, but not enough. Carlos Heredia putting the ball in, and the header from Roberto Victoria for the 3rd goal of the first half, and the second one for Roberto Victoria. This time a perfect build-up, with Carlos Heredia having plenty of room as well to put the cross in, and the finish from Victoria right in between the 2 center backs for Real Rincon. Just a few seconds later, Victoria with another opportunity. This comes after a very good individual play from Alejandro Guerra, who recognizes that the best choice is to put the ball inside the 6 rather than taking the shot. And right there is Roberto Victoria, who as well is able to finish. The formula worked once again as Alejandro Guerra puts the cross in from the left, and the finish, a right-footed shot from Roberto Victoria for his 4th goal of the first half. Richie France unable to control. An opportunity as well from the penalty spot. A foul from Angenor Beamont over Randy Valdez. Open up the opportunity for Carlos Heredia to score his 1st goal of the competition. Left-footed finish. Richison France able to put a hand on the ball, but not enough. And Randy Valdez, after a very good showing throughout the tournament, pushing again to the right, like he does every single opportunity. And this time he's able to finish himself for his 1st goal as well of the 2021 Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship. Just a good collective performance from Delfines del Este. They knew exactly what they needed to do. They were aggressive from the get-go, but very well organized as well. They limited opportunities for Real Rincon. Here's another chance, this time from Randy Valdez. It was Guerra once again. If you look into the highlights of, and you pay close attention to the highlights of the first half, you'll see how many touches Carlos Heredia and Alejandro Guerra got, and that's probably the key of the match. Here's a counter-attack opportunity, one of the few chances for Real Rincon, but in the end it was Carlos Lopez able to recover the ball. Randy Valdez once again, Ayrton Sicilia with a defensive-minded effort this time. Usually we see him pushing forward with the ball. Towards the end of the first half, a free kick opportunity for Ayrton Sicilia, but the shot that goes just over the bar. As close as Real Rincon could get to scoring in the first half. So after the first 45 minutes, it's Delfines del Este 7, Real Rincon 0. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody, as we continue to get ready for the start of the second half. It's Delfines del Este 7, Real Rincon nil. Group B action. As of right now, the result is enough for Delfines del Este to qualify onto the next round. Metropolitan with from Puerto Rico as well with 4 points, but a +4 goal differential. Delfines del Este so far with a +7 goal differential as a couple of substitutes get ready for Real Rincon. It's been an interesting couple days in the Concacaf region. We got started with the tournament on May 15th, and it will end 6 days from now when we will crown a new champion in the Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship. In Group A, an interesting matchup later tonight as Inter Moengo Tapó will face the Universidad OIM. Both teams with 3 points. Inter Moengo Tapó with a +12 goal differential. OIM with a +10 goal differential, which means a draw will be more than enough for Inter Moengo Tapó to advance to the next round, which will be a surprising result, not a doubt about that. But still, plenty on the line for both teams as OIM came into the tournament as favorites to advance from Group A. And if Delfines del Este is able to advance to the next round, as we see the first substitution for Delfines del Este coming on is Cardona. Substitution as well for Real Rincon, so it will be Kevin Cardona coming on and Dibro Trinidad coming on for Real Rincon. Just a few seconds away from the start of the second half as we await for Jamar Springer, the center referee, to give the okay. There's the whistle. And it's the start of the second half. We'll see what the message was from the coaching staff for the Real Rincon players, can they play a factor in the second half into the outcome of Group B? If they want to do so, they have to score. And they have to score at least 4 goals. Although here's the first chance early on. Able to save. It's Richardson France. A shot from Jesse Mena. For Delfines del Este, they have done everything offensively that they needed to do. Offside from Jesse Mena. Kevin Cardona is unaware that his teammate was in an offside position and passes the ball to him. Alejandro Guerra coming out of the match, probably looking forward to the next match of the competition. Comfortable is Javier Molinari taking out one of the key players in the first half. But of course, the quality of Carlos Heredia remains in the middle of the field. And Kevin Cardona as well with a good showing in the first match. He came on as a substitute as well against Metropolitan. Janga, the captain. Now Gichberta putting pressure is Michel. Tyron Michel almost able to recover the ball either way. The ball bounces Jesse Mena's way, the cross. Janga unable to clear the ball away, but Lemar Janga is right there, his teammate. Carbonero looking for the combination with Mena. Carbonero! Goal! Goal! It's a goal for Delfines del Este. 48th minute. And it's Roberto Victoria with his 5th goal of the match. A good combination inside the box from Jesse Mena and Carlos Carbonero, who puts in the left-footed cross. Inside the 6 is Roberto Victoria, turns around, and with a right-footed shot, it's the goal. So Delfines del Este 8, Real Rincon 0. Here's a chance for Real Rincon. Ball's inside the box. The shot just over the bar from Roger Pinedo. So a missed opportunity early on for Real Rincon. Just a few seconds after conceding the 8th goal of the match. Reaching again through the left was Tyron Michel. Long ball, looking for Trinidad. Not a good pass this time from Jose Pria. Unable to control was Carlos Lopez on the left side. So 8 goals for Delfines del Este. We were just talking about Alejandro Guerra coming out of the match. Not a good clearance here from Shiki Camejo, although the ball goes right onto Carlos Lopez. Tries to push the ball past the midfield. Lucky bounce for Carlos Heredia. So look for substitutions as well in the second half for Delfines del Este as they get closer to the 90th minute. They have to look forward to what's coming up and rest some of the key players. It is going to be a quick turnaround for Delfines del Este. Cardona with the shot that goes wide for Kevin Cardona. Just too strong is Cardona, winning easily the 1v1 battle with Bienvenido Coffee. Then positions himself, but rushes a little bit and he's unable to get the right approach on the ball. Coffee with the header. Now Trinidad Loses the ball, Trinidad. Tyron Michel. Now Jesse Mena. Gishbertha close by. Able to send the ball out of bounds. Frustrating, no doubt about it, for the Real Rincon defenders under constant pressure throughout this match. Centeno. Left-footed shot from Centeno. The block from Janga. Well, there's a handball. According to Jamar Springer, the referee. It's going to be a yellow card as well for the captain. It's the third yellow card of the match, the second one for Real Rincon. Anguinor Beaumont saw a yellow early on, but he's already out of the match. It is uncertain if the yellow card comes after complaining or after the handball. And there's Javier Molinari. He should be very happy with the mentality his team brought into the match. They knew they were favorites. That was not enough. There's the coach for Real Rincon, Danielo Trinidad. Delfines del Este favorites to win, but also with our responsibility to score at least 5 goals. And after what we saw from Real Rincon in the first match, there was an expectation coming into the match of how effective they could be. But in the end, they were able to score 5 goals in the first 19 minutes of the match. So exactly what Javier Molinari wanted. Cardona, the free kick, and the ball bounces around. Goal! 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 It's Tyron Michel. And it's Delfines del Este 9. Real Rincon 0. After the free kick from Cardona, second chance for Jesse Mena. Another save from Richison France. The third try was enough for Delfines del Este to score their 9th goal of the match. And the first one of the competition for Tyron Michel. So a good start as well to the second half for Delfines. A strong tackle in the middle from Ayrton Sicilia. And it will be another yellow card with the foul over Kevin Cardona. If you're Real Rincon, you want to keep the composure. Things are not going your way, and that's a very good call from the referee. But with frustration building up, it is not a surprise to see late tackles. Although a good attitude this time as well from Ayrton Sicilia after committing the foul, recognizing the mistake. And here's another long ball inside the box. Looking for Tyron Michel, looking for his second goal, but the header goes wide. Ten minutes into the second half, already 2 goals. After 7 goals in the first half, it's 2 more for Delfines del Este, as they look to secure first place in Group B. There's the substitution. Coming out will be the goal scorer, Tyron Michel. Coming on is Felipe Ponce. So 2 more substitutions for the home side. It's an opportunity for all the players coming in, regardless of the score. It's a chance as well for them to prove their value to the coaching staff. As we see John Rivera. John Rivera as well with a very good showing in the first game against Metropolitan, especially in the first half. Heredia. Not a good touch this time from Heredia. And it's a throw-in for Real Rincon. Pauleta. Trinidad. Unable to control this. Ayrton Sicilia. Ball bounces back his way, and it's Sicilia once again with possession. Looking for Trinidad. Felipe Ponce recovers. And on to the left we go with Carlos Lopez. John Rivera. Moves past the middle of the field, looking for Mena. First touch pass for Mena. Unable to connect it. This time, Rivera recovers. Holds onto the ball. Now with Cardona. Good cut right there from Roger Pinedo. Pinedo with the lone chance of Real Rincon in the second half. A shot from inside the box. Probably the lone shot from inside the box for Real Rincon that went just over the bar. Cardona. Pauleta recovers. Close by is Sicilia. Short pass, not a good one. And Cardona able to recover. To the left we go with Rivera. Jean Rivera. Rivera, the combination's not there. Ball bounces his way again. And it's Sicilia. Looking to come out of the back, but giving the ball away. Rivera. Plenty of pressure from Real Rincon this time. And Pauleta recovers. Short pass for Sicilia, who clears the ball away. Looking for Fabio Hirk. But the striker is far away from the ball. Looks like there's an injured player. And it's Ayrton Sicilia. After clearing the ball away. So for Real Rincon, a team founded in 1960 and with 13 national titles, this will be a learning experience, and they will try to continue to dominate locally and maybe getting another opportunity later on to come back. And if they are able to keep the program going and just continue to give opportunities to young players like Fabio Hirk, Leomar Jang as well, and maybe Marnix Eustachio as well, they will be able to continue to grow. These are tough moments because you never want to lose a game 9-0 or get out of the competition in the group stage. But the reality is that it's a learning experience at the moment, with especially competing with teams like Delfines del Este and Metropolitan, who came into the competition very well prepared. Still having a little bit of trouble getting up is Ayrton Sicilia, a very important player for Real Rincon. Sicilia being able to adjust to different positions as well. Finally he gets on his feet, and we'll see if he's able to continue. Here's a replay. It was John Rivera with the ball. Good pressure here from Real Rincon, not giving on the play, not giving up on the play. That's a very good sign. Now Paleta unable to clear the ball away. Sicilia opens up. And as he kicked the ball away, that's exactly when he felt some discomfort. So we move past the 60th minute. And it's Real Rincon with possession. Loisy Pauleta. Trinidad. Good pressure once again. And able to recover the ball for Delfines del Este is Carlos Lopez. John Rivera at the back heel. Nice play. Looking for Cardona. Kevin. Good anticipation there from Leo Marjanga. Rivera. Back to Cardona. In the middle is Carlos Heredia. Not a good touch from Heredia. Gives the ball away to Pauleta. Fabio Hirk. Unable to control. Give and go on the right. Now with Randy Valdez. All the way to the back with the captain, Eduardo Centeno. Centeno. Back to Heredia. The shot from Heredia and the save. This time from Richison France. The goalkeeper for Real Rincon. For Richison France, his first start in the 2021 Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship. Jonas Lafavere, the starting goalkeeper in the first match against Metropolitan. A good match for Lafavere against Metropolitan. But it's Richison France getting the opportunity this afternoon. On to the left we go with Eustaquia. Facing two defenders, and now with Hirk. Fabio. To the middle with Trinidad. Now Pauleta. Able to retain possession is Pauleta. Trinidad. Heredia close by. Trinidad inside the box. Fighting for the ball constantly. Trinidad is coming into the match, but unable to take the shot on goal that time. And again, another player for Real Rincon with an injury. This time is Leo Marjanga. We mentioned this a lot during the tournament, but just chasing the ball for so long takes a toll physically, especially on defenders, and that's why we see so many injuries, especially after the 60th minute. Randy Valdez on a good pass from Randy, giving the ball away to Bienvenido Coffee. Cardona recovers for Delfines. Eustaquia moving to the left, but unable to control the ball. It's going to be a throw-in for Delfines del Este. 64th minute, Delfines del Este 9. Real Rincon 0. Just moments away from the semifinals in the 2021 Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship is Delfines del Este. Plenty to celebrate for Delfines. Good ball here from Felipe Ponce, but a little bit too strong. Looking for Roberto Victoria. Delfines del Este we'll be watching tonight as OEM and Inter Moengo Tapo fight for first place in Group A. Fabio Hirk. They will be facing, as we see an offside position once again from Roberto Victoria, they will be facing the winner of Group A. And as we stand, it's Inter Moengo Tapo with the advantage. A draw is more than enough for Inter Moengo Tapo to move on to the next round. For OEM, they are in need of 3 points. They have to win the match to advance to the next round and potentially face Delfines del Este in what will be a Dominican matchup, looking for a spot in the final. Pauleta. Good anticipation here from Centeno. In the middle, Carlos Heredia. Ponce, back to Heredia now, back on to Ponce. To the left side with Carlos Lopez. Pushing forward still is Delfines del Este. John Rivera. Rivera. It was a good run from Jesse Mena. Into space, running without the ball. But unable to connect with Rivera. Either way, here's another chance. Cardona, 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 Cardona! Moving past defenders and taking the shot, but over the bar. For the Colombian midfielder. Delfines still pressuring out of the back. Looking for the mistake from Real Rincon, and here it is. Heredia, good combination with Victoria. Cardona close by. Left-footed shot, this time from Felipe Ponce. But an easy save for Richardson France. France with the long ball. Real Rincon fighting to score at least one goal in the competition. Long ball from Sicilia. Now playing as a center back as well. Fighting for the ball is Fabio Hierk. It's a 50-50 ball. A little bit risky from Centeno. Letting the ball bounce inside the box. Especially with the pace of Fabio Hierk. Cardona. Another long ball. This time looking for Carlos Heredia. But it's Ayrton Sicilia, who started the tournament as the lone striker for Real Rincon, and now he's all the way to the back as a center back. Felipe Ponce out of the back for Delfines del Este. Roberto Victoria, back to Ponce. To the left with Carlos Lopez. Moves past the middle of the field. Trinidad nearby. Janga moving back. Ponce in the middle. All by himself is Carlos Heredia, who takes the shot from long range. And the save for Richardson France. Delfines as well slowing down a little bit towards the end of the match. Here's Trinidad. Looking for Janga, who's now the striker for Real Rincon. Fabio Hierk. Hierk through the left, trying to move past Asprilla. Just too strong, the Colombian defender. Plenty of international experience on Delfines del Este. And this is exactly why it was so surprising for Delfines del Este to tie the first match of the competition. If you look at Shigi Camejo from Spain, Jose Asprilla, Carlos Carbonero, Jesse Mena, Carlos Lopez from Colombia, Alejandro Guerra, and Eduardo Centeno from Venezuela. Rivera. Good combination with Mena. Moving the ball around. Is the striker. Again, Mena. Rivera. Jesse Mena played in Finland in the 2020 season. 31 years old, scoring his second goal this afternoon. Cardona. Cardona. Good recovery here from Gisberta. Now Trinidad. Lacy Paulita. Looking for the quick outlet. Looking for Janga. But here's another opportunity inside the box. The shot just wide from Randy Valdez. Plenty of room for the right back for Delfines del Este. Late was Bienvenido Coffee. As Real Rincon ends the match, having trouble defensively, making changes tactically as well, maybe with Relov Janga moving forward. It's all about the fitness of the team. Ayrton Cecilia, long ball. Looking on the right side for Roger Pinedo, who chases the ball way out of bounds. But in the end, he's able to get a corner kick, looks like it. A goalkeeper substitution for Delfines del Este. Coming out is Shigi Camejo, and coming on, Edwin Mosquera, a Colombian goalkeeper. So Mosquera getting the opportunity to make his debut in the competition, as well as Santiago Bustamante, another Colombian player, coming on, taking Jesse Mena's place. So 72nd minute. Opportunity for Real Rincon. Trinidad with the corner kick. The header's not there. Yes, there it is. But it's Edwin Mosquera with the save. Initially, it was Rilo Janga looking for that ball. But in the end, it's Fabio Hierk with the header, but right on goal. And very well positioned was the Edwin Mosquera. So Real Rincon haven't had too many chances to put shots on frame. But just a few seconds after Edwin Mosquera gets in, he gets the first one. So a welcome sight for the Colombian goalkeeper. Roberto Victoria again in offside position. Probably one of the things that Roberto Victoria is not going to like from his performance, even though he has been able to score 5 goals, but he was caught offside constantly. Just being overly aggressive and not checking where the back line for Real Rincon was. Could be one of the adjustments for Roberto Victoria, who's the top goal scorer in the competition with 5 goals this afternoon. Janga looking for the ball, but Lopez in the end able to clear it away and looking for Cardona. Rivera. It's a good run. It's Victoria once again. Offside. Victoria was clearly offside, although Carlos Heredia looked to be onside. No complaining from either side. Richison France. 74th minute. This will be the end of the road in the 2021 Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship for Real Rincon from Bonaire. The first opportunity for a team from Bonaire participating in the competition. Centeno taking his time and trying to push through the middle is Centeno. The foul from Carlos Heredia. Delfines able to get the job done in the first 19 minutes of the match, and after that it was just trying to get that confirmation. They scored 5 goals in the first 19 minutes with Roberto Victoria scoring 4 goals early on. Lopez. Now Rivera. Back to Cardona. Is it their time for one more? Good cut here from Ayrton Cecilia. Now Trinidad in the middle. Pushing is Santiago Bustamante. A little bit too aggressive, Santiago Bustamante in the middle. There's the challenge. Not happy at all was Libero Trinidad for Real Rincon. Cecilia. An ambitious effort from the now center back for Real Rincon. Lopez. Bustamante and back to Lopez. Jose Asprilla passes to Centeno. Moving the ball from side to side is Delfines. And going back to the experience that Delfines del Este brings to the tournament. For Jose Asprilla, the center back, who started for the second match in a row. Only 23 years old, but already with experience as well in Colombian Primera B tournament with Tigres. Bustamante. Randy Valdez pushing past Fabio Hiac. Valdez now in front of Marnix Eustaquia and moving past as well, putting the ball in. Another deflection last minute from Leo Marjanga to send the ball to the corner kick. As Carlos Heredia was looking to control and scored the 10th goal of the match for Delfines. Another good effort from Randy Valdez, who never stops. As soon as he gets the ball, he looks to move forward as quickly as possible. This afternoon able to score as well. Randy Valdez, the right back for Delfines del Este. Asprilla. Cardona. Two players around him. Late tackle from Eustaquia, and it will be a free kick for Delfines del Este. Not happy with the decision is Marnix Eustaquia, a 19-year-old, but without a doubt, he's late to the ball. And it's a good call from Jamar Springer, the international referee from Barbados. A very good job this afternoon. As Cardona gets ready to put the ball in. Looking for the 10th goal is Delfines del Este. Centeno, Asprilla, Rivera inside the box for Delfines. The referee gives the okay. It's Cardona with the cross. Hits the wall. Looked like a handball from Fabio Hiac. And Cardona will get another opportunity. This looks like a good angle as well for Carlos Heredia. We'll see if he gets close to the ball and may be able to take on the free kick. Here's another look. Moves forward a little bit as well. Fabio Hiac. And just jumping with his arms wide open. That puts him in trouble. Eustaquia, a young defender as well with an injury. And he's going to have to come out of the field. As we get closer to the 80th minute, 10 more minutes to go. And 10 more minutes for Delfines del Este to advance on to the next round. And it will be the end of the road, not only for Real Rincon, but for Metropolitan as well. But plenty of credit needs to be given to the team from Puerto Rico. A very good showing in the 2021 Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship, although only one team is able to advance to the next round. And it looks like it's going to be Delfines. 81st minute. Free kick for Delfines. The shot and the save from Richison France. Not an easy save at all for Richison. As the ball bounces right in front of him. Cardona very aggressive, taking the shot on goal. And able to save. His goal is Richison France. There's another look. Just over the line as well. Maybe the approach was not perfect, but in the end, if he's able to control the ball, that's enough. Libero Trinidad wants to move inside the box. Real Rincon, 10 minutes to go. They're looking for their first goal in the competition. Will they get it? Janga, long ball, looking for Hirk. And it's Edwin Mosquera with the ball. Now Randy Valdez. Looking for Cardona, unable to control the ball. Throw in for Real Rincon as they try to move numbers forward. Pauleta, Coffee nearby. Gives the ball away, Pauleta, to Santiago Bustamante. Heredia. And now on to Carlos Lopez. Back to the middle with Heredia. Lopez. Rivera. Ponce. Back to Rivera. Centeno. Plenty of room for Heredia. Making the run is Carlos Lopez. Holding on to the ball is the midfielder. Now on to Rivera. Pauleta, not a good pass from Rivera. Facilitates recovery for Real Rincon. Trinidad. In between two defenders and Santiago Bustamante able to recover for Delfines. Last few minutes of the match. It's Delfines 9. Real Rincon 0. For Delfines del Este, in their first appearance in the Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship, they're just a few moments away from qualifying to the semifinals. So a big moment for the Dominican side. They were able to recover mentally, and they were prepared after the first match. Cardona. Pressure from Estaquia. Again, Cardona still holding on to the ball. Now Estaquia recovering, taking it away from the midfielder. Janga. Asking for a handball was Janga, but giving up on the play as well. Is this the opportunity for the 10th goal? Ponce looking for Heredia. The finish. Goal! 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 84th minute. And it's Carlos Heredia with his second goal of the match. It's Delfines del Este 10. Real Rincon 0. A perfect pass from Felipe Ponce, who gets the assist. The easy finish for the Spaniard. Carlos Heredia puts it in the back of the net for the 10th goal of the match for Delfines. Trinidad just letting the ball go. And letting Felipe Ponce have it. Rivera, is there time for more? Rivera inside the box. The cross looks like a good one. What a save from Estaquia. With a slight touch, putting the ball away from Roberto Victoria. What an effort from the defender for Real Rincon. Still fighting to the last minute. It's Real Rincon. '85th minute. Long ball from Ayrton Sicilia with the goal kick. Carlos Lopez. John Rivera. Santiago Bustamante, the Colombian midfielder. To the Venezuelan center back, Centeno. Now Kevin Cardona. Close by is Pauleta. Good combination with Ponce. Again, Cardona. The cross from Cardona. Low cross looking for Roberto Victoria, but unable to connect. Clearing the ball away is Lemar Janga. Again, Cardona. Through right. Trying to move past Eustaquio, but unable to do so. Pauleta with the ball for Real Rincon. Last few minutes of the match. Gixberta. Moving forward probably for the first time in the tournament. Good ball through, looking for Janga. Not an easy matchup for Rilov Janga. With Eduardo Centeno. A pair of center backs fighting for the ball. As Rilov Janga moved forward. But started both matches as a center back and as the captain for Real Rincon. Good recovery here from Gixberta. Gixberta as well, looking to move forward. Just exhausted are the players for Real Rincon. Rivera, good combination. Gets inside the box, Rivera. Tries to put the ball in, unable to do so right there. Just taking too much time was John Rivera. Substitution for Real Rincon. Coming on is Amir Winkler. And coming out will be Roger Pinedo. Who came into the match early in the first half, or late in the first half rather. As a substitution as well, Pinedo. Anthony France as well coming on. And coming out the captain, Rilov Janga. So Danielo Trinidad giving opportunity to young players. There's the confirmation of the substitution. Fabio Hirk coming out as well. And coming on will be Sharenly Theodora. '88th minute. 2 minutes away from moving past the group stage is Delfines del Este. The first team to qualify to semifinals on the 2021 Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship. An important moment for the Dominican side. So we see a yellow card as well for Santiago Bustamante. Yellow cards will clear, moving on to the next round of the competition. This could be the last opportunity of the tournament for Real Rincon. Edwin Mosquera on goal. Sicilia. Sicilia.
Entra al partido con el número 16, Arfeni France.
Not a good effort from Ayrton Sicilia, constantly looking for the goal, but unable to find it so far. Just a few seconds left in the tournament for Real Rincon. Good move here from Cardona, the foul from the back. This could be a yellow card.
Entra con el número 17. Entra con el número 14, Amir Winkler.
The foul from Amir Winkler, just holding on to Kevin Cardona.
En el minuto 88.
It's Delfines del Este 10, Real Rincon 0. Delfines needed 5 goals to advance to the next round prior to the start of the match, and they doubled that. They got 10. Roberto Victoria with 5 goals this afternoon. Like we mentioned before, goes to the top of the list of goal scorers in the tournament. We'll see if there's time for more. Cardona with the free kick. Cardona. Over the bar, the shot from the Colombian. As we play stoppage time. There's the whistle, and it's the end of the match. Delfines del Este 10, Real Rincon 0, and what a moment it is for Delfines del Este as they win Group B and they advance onto the semifinals of the 2021 Flow Concacaf Caribbean Club Championship. On their first appearance in the tournament is Delfines del Este moving on as the first team into the semifinals with 5 goals of Roberto Victoria. A final score of Delfines del Este 10, Real Rincon 0. It will be the end of the road for Real Rincon and for Metropolitan as well from Puerto Rico, who started the day on first place, but by goal differential, it's Delfines del Este who claims first place in Group B. A huge congratulations to Delfines del Este. They accomplished their first goal. They dominated the match, and they are on to the semifinals. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with highlights and much more from the Dominican Republic.